Hello, this is Blue Diamond Coasters, and this year's been pretty busy for me and the opening days. Spent the past 4 weekends at opening days for parks. I was at Great Adventures, I was at Hershey's, I was at Six Flags Americas, I was at Trimper and Ocean City last week. So it's been pretty busy start of the year for opening days. Might as well make it 5 opening days. Yep, I'm here at Knoebels for their opening day, and not only is it opening day, but they're actually holding an ACE event for opening day, easily enough called Knoebels is Open. It's actually a day and a half event, really. We have a full day today, plus a little bit tomorrow afternoon here at Knoebels to bring in the 2025 season. So let's get this ACE event started. Now it is a bit of a cloudy and bit of a rainy start today. It kind of reminds me of a Phoenix Fall Fun Fest from a few years ago when it was kind of like on and off rain all day, but the rain should be ending actually in a little bit. So hopefully this will keep the crowds away, but we'll have to just wait and see. Check-in just started. I already grabbed my lanyard here. And first on the schedule is actually an hour of free Fascination gameplay. So we're gonna make our way back to the Fascination Hall and play some good old Fascination.
I'd like to welcome all of you here to our Fascination game. We are the finest Fascination in the universe. There are only 5 left. So it's a big fish, small pond kind of thing. Today what I want to do is I want to temporarily deputize each and every one of you as fascinators. Now, I am only authorized to do that for the next 2 days. The only way you can become a fascinator full for the rest of your life is by working here. Right, in Fascination.
Fascination was fun. I got close on a few games, but didn't win any. And I was planning on trying to get a first train of the season on Phoenix, but it's not even 12 o'clock yet, and people are already in the station. So I don't know if they opened early or started letting people up early, but we're going to be kicking off the Knoebels season at least at the Phoenix. Alright, just got our first rides on Phoenix. I was able to get 2, one in the middle and one towards the front, and it's running actually a bit slow for Phoenix, but still incredible ride. There's not much else I can say, but there is someone who can say a bit more. Because of course, this being an ACE event, I'm here with a bunch of other people, one of them being Alex. How you doing?
I'm doing well, excited for my first visit here.
Yeah, I did not realize this was your first time at Knoebels, so I might want to be hanging out with you today just so I can see your first reactions, because this is like one of the first parks I ever went to as a kid. But what did you think of Phoenix?
Phoenix was a really great wooden coaster. I can't put full judgment on it because I know it's running slow, but I'm hoping that throughout the day it warms up and I can put final judgment on it. For now, it's definitely up there as one of my top 3 Woodies. We'll see if it beats Boulder Dash and Wicker Man, though.
All right, so then we're gonna actually just saw it run through the trees. We're gonna be heading to Twister next. Got a back car ride on Twister. Alex, what'd you think of Twister?
Pretty good. Laterals are not my favorite force in the world. I prefer airtime, but some good laterals. It was definitely smooth, not as smooth as Phoenix was, but that was fine. Very good wooden coaster. Top half in my rankings. Yeah.
So Impulse was down, but since there was nobody in line for Cosmos Curves, we decided, why not? Let's just get it over with. And what do you think of Cosmos Curves?
It was actually a very good family coaster. Has a bunch of nice little whip, little bit of airtime. Definitely a good little family coaster.
And speaking of rides with a little bit of whip, we're about to do Whipper. All right, so we actually did 2 flat rides. We did Whipper, fun little whip. Any thoughts on whip?
I love the whips. It's such a disappointment that so few parks have them. It's a great little classic dark ride. No, flat ride, excuse me. But
A whip dark ride would actually go pretty fun.
I think more parks need to have them.
Yeah. And then we also just did the Skooter bumper cars. They're great bumper cars. Although they had to stop after a few minutes because the kid was kind of getting upset because I think he got hit hard. Yeah, that might have been my fault. I kind of hit them pretty hard, but it's also like, it's a bumper cars. You kind of at least know what to expect. Anyway, we're actually heading back over to Phoenix because we're about to do our group photo. Well, never mind. We were next in line to get on, and Black Diamond actually went down. So, just Knoebels History Museum while we're over here. Why not? Just did Impulse. Alex, what do you think of the first ride of Impulse?
It was good. Definitely a very fun Eurofighter-esque ride. I liked it. Not my favorite in the park, but very good. The airtime off the drop was really good though.
Yeah, also we're now joined by another person.
Hello.
Austin made it.
Impulse is fine. I think it's a good addition for this park, but I think the way I look at it is every time I come to Knoebels, I do it just once, and then, if I do it again, great, but if not, then I do other stuff.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a fine, solid ride. So we're just over here by Barrancourt to check the status of it. Not a whole lot of updates, but we've done a couple rides. First we did Rockoplane. That was your first time on a Rockoplane, so what did you guys think?
Flat rides have never really been my thing. I mean, it was interesting, I just don't like flat rides.
Yeah. What did you think of Rockoplane? Also, I know you have a very different opinion.
So that was not my first Rockoplane. I rode one for the first time at like a fair 3 years ago or so, but I didn't remember that too much. I thought that Rockoplane was insane. That might honestly be my favorite flat ride now, honestly, because it's really that good. Worth the hype.
Yeah, it's up there for me. We also just did a backward ride on Phoenix because it had a low weight, and of course, as we get on, it starts to rain a little bit.
It's
so
a very wet ride on Phoenix.
Yeah, we got a bit of a drizzle ride on Phoenix.
Phoenix keeps getting better. I very much think by end of the day, it very well may be my favorite Woody.
Yeah, that's valid. So next up is the Haunted Mansion, and this is kind of a first for me. A walk-on for Haunted Mansion. I've like seen this with like a super long line, especially during like Halloween. I've seen it like go out to there, so it'd be great to just walk right on. All right, one ride on Haunted Mansion later. Alex, what'd you think of that?
Pretty good. Older dark rides aren't really my favorite, particularly spooky ones. Probably wouldn't do it again because it's an upcharge.
Yeah. I definitely, it's still really great, but after riding the one at Trimper last weekend, so yeah, this is number 2 now. Trimper just kind of on a whole level with like the scare actors and the way the ride vehicle moves around. So I wanted to get the traveling taco for dinner, but fortunately they closed a bit early, and so did the grill over here to get the, I love their garlic butter bacon burger. That I also closed, so I decided to actually get some pierogies, which they also had these at the meal that we had earlier, and they were really good. Also, while I'm waiting, the line for ERT is started, so it's now after 7 o'clock, so the main park is closed. Once the normal riders clear out, they're going to start doing ERT. Alright, so ERT just wrapped up. I was able to actually get my last ride on it was a front row ride. That was awesome. I'm not sure how many rides I think I got. Maybe like, I know I got 9 in total today, so I think that makes it, what, 6 rides for ERT? Pretty good ERT. But Alex, so this was your first kind of batch of rides on Phoenix. What'd you think? Your final thoughts?
This is an insane Woody. It is smooth while still having all the great wooden coaster feels at the same time. The airtime is really great. I really love this ride. Currently, I have it as my favorite wooden coaster. I'm really happy I got to get to Knoebels for the first time. I'm looking forward to coming back to get back on Phoenix, to get on Black Diamond, the other train, all that great stuff that we didn't get to today. But this was a really great first visit to the park. This is definitely an elite park.
So that wraps up the first day of the Knoebels Open event. But the event's not done yet, so I'm actually going to be staying with a bunch of people in a cabin right behind Phoenix, pretty much. Like, it's kind of right, you can see it from the lift hill, so that'll be pretty fun to stay there. I've actually never stayed on site at Knoebels before. And then tomorrow we have some morning ERT on the bumper cars and Carousel, and I might be here for a little while before I head back home. So, see you tomorrow.
The next day.
back for day 2 at Knoebels for the Knoebels is Open event. I'm only going to be here for a little bit today just because I have something else later this afternoon. But we're going to be starting off the day actually with ERT on both the Skooter bumper cars and the Grand Carousel. So let's get this ERT started. Alright, did 3 rides on the Carousel, and great news, both me and Austin each caught a brass ring. Yeah, it's still, it's one of the best, it's the best carousel in the world for a reason. And yeah, I'm glad they're not only like letting us catch the brass ring, but also giving us the free tickets for catching it, even though we didn't really pay to ride because of ERT. Well, we paid in cash for the event. Anyway, we're now on to the next ride for ERT, and that is the bumper cars. Managed to get 2 rides on the Skooter bumper cars, and yeah, those bumper cars are really fun, especially when you have like a whole group of acers just like going nuts on it. There was some pretty insane crashes there. So that wraps up the Knoebels is Open event here at Knoebels, and overall I had a really great time at the event. It was great just hanging out with people like Austin here, and also Alex and all the other ACE members here. And it was just great to have another event at Knoebels. It's already great with ACE Slides with Phoenix in the summer and the Fall Fun Fest in the fall, but having an opening day event here during the spring is a great way to kick off the season. So to wrap things up quickly, because I gotta go catch Revenge of the Sith in 4D, make sure you do the usual. If you like this video, leave a like. If you want to see more videos like this in the future, including ones from Knoebels, be sure to subscribe to Blue Diamond Coasters. Make sure to also follow at Blue Diamond Coasters on Instagram and TikTok. Do you want to plug anything, Austin?
Make sure to follow me, Koaster Krieger on YouTube. You can also follow me on TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook too. And keep riding coasters.
Yeah. So until next time, this is Blue Diamond Coasters. Later.